my name's Tracy, and I've got my first collab video, which is with the fabulous elder goth from England, Jane Wilkes. And we'll be doing a palette bingo with this palette here, which is the Witchcraft palette from Spellbound Cosmetics, because we both have it. So we're going to be picking four colors from it, and this is what she looks like. She's really pretty. These shimmers are beautiful. So we'll see what we end up doing today. And we're going to pick 4 numbers from, there's 15 colors in it. So we're going to spin. And the first color is 15. Okay. Spin again. $14. Okay. Spin again. We got 15 again. We're going to spin again. We need to at least have 4 different colors. 2. Okay, 1 more. $12. Okay. Let's get rid of that. Over there. Let's see what we're working with. So we've got 15, 14, okay, I had to write that down. And I've got 3 shimmers and 1 matte. This matte, what is it? This shimmer, and that shimmer. So we'll see what we can make happen here. And we're going to do a few questions and answers, if I can do that while I do the shadows. I've already primed with the Glam Light eyeshadow primer, which is what I always use. This one here. It's in buttercream. I like it. It works well. Okay. Basically, I think I'm just going to take the dark color that I got and put it all over the lid, and we'll just cover with some of the shimmers. It's about the easiest thing I can think I can do here. And first question was that I found the questions. We were not answering everything, and I told her just pick the questions that she liked and that she could answer, and that's what I'm going to do. And the first one was, how did you get interested in the goth lifestyle? And for me, I have liked the music since the 80s, though for the most part, I kind of feel like a poser because I got married in 91 when I was 21 to a normie who did not like anything like that or the dark clothes, which, because when you met me, I did wear all black and lots of eyeliner, all that. But it was a very dysfunctional marriage, and I was stifled for basically 18 years. And he basically wanted a Stepford wife. Stayed married because I have 4 kids, and they are my entire reason for living. So I don't regret that part. Never can. And but I had kind of forgotten about everything until I think it was 2009. My oldest was 15, and for her birthday, she decided she wanted to go. We took her to a concert to see the Crook Shadows, which was in a little club in Jacksonville, Florida, because I lived in Florida at the time. And when we got there and I saw all the people and how they were dressed, and then the music started, which I was familiar with the band already because my daughter had played it for me and told me I would probably like it, and I did. And so, but it was like in there, I felt like that was what I should have been doing previously. Should have been going out to clubs, and but I got married right when I was 21. Never did the club scene or anything. I mean, I did go to concerts when I was younger, but those were regular shows that were like in stadiums nearby where I lived in Indiana, which was the other thing. I lived in the middle of nowhere, Indiana, and it was really hard to find alternative things or what was new. It was always, I mean, this was the 80s in Indiana. It was nothing like today with the internet and where you can like something or a certain band and look for things that are similar too. I had to do things like watch MTV's 120 Minutes, which they played on Sunday nights at like 11, 12 o'clock at night, and I had to get up and go to school the next day. So that was always fun, trying to go to school with little to no sleep after watching that all night. And but yeah. So then I left the now ex-husband in 2010. It took me a few years to find my way back, as it were. And I moved to New Orleans in 2016, and that really changed everything for me. Saw people that were similar, went to shows, and had fun, and finally felt like I was getting to where I should have been for the past 30 years. Now I live in the middle of nowhere, South Carolina, and that's a whole other question in itself. Um, Question 2 was, what are some core beliefs of the goth community? And main core belief is it's about the music. You have to like the music. It doesn't have to be exclusively just that music, but you have to at least like goth music. I have lipstick on my teeth. I mean, you can listen to anything. Like for me, I love new wave, dark wave, but I also like the goth music. I like a lot of different kinds of music. I'll listen to just about anything. So, except for country and bluegrass, gospel, polka, mariachi. Those are pretty much my limits of what I don't really want to listen to. So, next question was, what are some of your favorite goth-inspired music, movies, or books? And for me, it was my favorite book is Wuthering Heights, and it's the quintessential tale of unrequited love, which oddly enough, I felt like I almost lived. Let's see what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go into the first shimmer, which is magic, right here, because okay, what I meant about the unrequited love thing. Person I'm married to now, I met in the 80s when we were teenagers. Oh crap, I didn't bring in that setting spray. I was looking for some spray. When we were teenagers, but we never got together. We were friends. And then I got married, left Indiana, and moved to Florida. So I lost touch with everybody because, yet again, there was no internet. And it's not like you get married and your husband would be like, yeah, you can have conversations with some other dude. So yeah, that didn't happen. What happened was MySpace. MySpace. I saw him on MySpace and messaged him. And this was like in 2006, 2007. And just asked him a random question. And We talked for a little bit, but not really much. And then that was that. Fast forward to I get divorced. I leave. I move back home to Indiana. And we connected on Facebook. At this point, he's married. And so we became friends. We would chat now and again, just catching up about life and things like that. And let's see, it was probably about 2012. I realized that I felt more in friends for him, but he was married, and so I went on with my life, dated other people, and as you know, as you do, when the one you want is unavailable. So then you fast forward to 2016. I moved to New Orleans. 18, he's having problems with his wife, and I was having problems with the one I was with. It wasn't working. And so then we reconnected, and real feelings were shared, and here we are. And now we've been married since 2022. And that was a long-winded tale. Oh, and how is it where I live being goth or alternative? As I said, I live in a really small town. What's my other color? Magic. I wrote them down on the other page. Magic, Oleander, and Forbidden. We're going to go to Forbidden next, which is this one. Let's put it next to it. My palette is really messy looking. I've used it quite a few times. This is a really pretty one. And I just wiped off the same brush. This is usually a good one for shimmers. Okay, so what's it like here? Well, I live in a small town in South Carolina where there's like 8,500 people. And I have yet to meet anybody who's remotely interested in the same things I am here. I mean, my best friend lives here, besides my husband, obviously. She's been my best friend since we were 10. And she lives here, but she's not into makeup, for one thing. She's not into the fashion that I'm into, clothing. She's into her little farm life. So, you know, there's that. I mean, we get along and have fun when we're together because, you know, we still can. But yeah, there's nobody here. And yeah, my husband and I, he's not goth, but he does wear only black, has long black hair. And so yeah, we get some looks when we go out sometimes. Sometimes we get compliments, mostly him with his hair. People are always telling him they love his hair, which is really funny. And so yeah, there's that. And one day we were in Walmart and I did see a girl that was wearing black flares and velvet flares and a black shirt, and she had, you know, the goth makeup look on. But she was on the phone. And I was uber casual in some bike shorts and a t-shirt because it was at Walmart and we were grocery shopping. And I wanted to say something to her, but I didn't because, well, I'm also very introverted and I don't just randomly talk to strangers. And she was on the phone. So there's that. And that was all the questions that I wrote down. Kind of went through it. Let's see. Let's get the last color on here, which is Oleander, right? Yeah. We'll do this. And then I'll go off and finish with my lashes because I don't think I can do that on camera without looking weird. I look weird enough doing what I am doing. I also just wanted to point out, obviously, if you've made it this far in the video, if you've come from, not wipe that off properly. I probably didn't wipe it off properly. If you came from Jane's channel, you can obviously see that I am not nearly as creative or talented as her with the makeup. She is an inspiration to us all. And she does make really beautiful and creative makeup looks over on her channel, as well as DIYs, which is really interesting. She will, every now and again, does a haul video when she has something fun. But I really like her DIY videos. Those are particularly interesting. This one's just not quite showing up compared to the others the way that I wanted it to. It's a really light colored one. And this is a really shimmer heavy look. I think what I'm going to do is go back in with the original color around the edges. Well, that was fun. My phone told me that it was run out of storage, so it stopped recording. And while that happened, I took the original color, put it under my lash line, blended it in, took the oleander around the inner corner, and now I'm going to get ready and put on the lashes, and we'll be back in just a minute. Okay, this is a finished look. The lashes are from Glamlight. They are the Michaela lashes. They're really pretty. I didn't buy them. My daughters bought them for me. And so, but they look pretty. But this is the look. And I think it's all right. Bye.